December, I don't my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I hope you guys are doing good. It's back to raining and thunderstorming over here on the East Coast and the DMV area. However, I digress about the weather. I enjoyed the very warm weather that we just recently had. It was a good week of nice 90-degree weather. However, it was an extreme heat wave on top of that. So let's just say summer started off hot, but spring also started off hotter with a bunch of fires. But I completely digress now. I'm here to do a discussion slash talk slash breakdown of what I came across on the internet because there have been divorce rumors amongst Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber. People are speculating. Now, they haven't broken up, they haven't divorced. Hailey Bieber, A, was originally seen without her ring just recently. However, also at the same time, she was then spotted again with her ring after that. So if they were divorced, maybe she just didn't put it on that night. Maybe she was rushing. Who knows? Mistakes, accidents happen. However, when you're in the eyes of the public and the general audience, you cannot make slip ups and mistakes like that, Hailey, because people are going to judge and then therefore think you're going to be having a divorce because people think that Justin Bieber is completely crashing out at the moment. Let's not forget to recap. If you guys did not see my recent reading, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. However, Justin Bieber was posting sporadic videos. I think that came out just as I posted that video that day. But Justin Bieber was posting videos of a guy talking about how being treated, spotting signs, red flags, giving me the silent treatment, all that stuff that when you post that on your public story, then fans are going to start looking. So it's both Hailey and Justin Bieber. Then people were saying because of that, Hailey Bieber needed a break from Justin Bieber. Then people on top of that was speculating that the whole reason why Hailey had to sell Road was for two reasons. One, to help Justin Bieber because he was broke, according to that TMZ documentary. And two, she sold her road business so that way Justin Bieber could create his own business, Skylar, which means if she needed to do that, he was technically broke. So I guess both of those must be true in the same sentiment. So because of that, the understatement is Hailey Bieber, as young as the company was for her, as successful and out there as it was, as a great marketing CEO that she had to give up her dream, her company, her baby to help Justin Bieber. And fans are upset about that. Some fans, not all fans, because I'm a fan. I love this couple. That's why I keep talking about them. I hope they don't break up. At one point, I used to be on the flip side, guys. I'm not even going to lie. I used to be on the flip side. I used to feel like, why is Hailey Bieber with Justin Bieber if she's that poorly treated? But honestly, it seems like it's a common thing amongst the woman race. So I guess it is what it is on that one. However, she truly does love him. The last time I did a reading on Hailey Bieber was directly on her marriage. Do go check that out. And I still have the same sentiment now. And I still feel the same sentiment as I break down these 7 instances where Justin Bieber over the years has mistreated Hailey Bieber. And that's exactly why she is fed up with him. She needs a break from him. She's thinking about divorcing him. And this is the evidence that some fans are using to justify that it is time for Hailey Bieber to let Justin Bieber go. And I can even name more instances outside of this 7, but it was brought to me in a video while I was showing Lady Crone just one particular video of Hailey Bieber falling down while chasing after Justin Bieber. But I'm getting ahead of myself because that was at the very beginning of the relationship. Let's track back. Like I said, starting today, within the last couple of weeks, Hailey Bieber wasn't seen without her ring. So therefore, people were speculating that divorce was definitely on the table, and Hailey Bieber finally got fed up with Justin Bieber. But then fans, surprisingly, are actually wondering, why is Hailey Bieber so silent? Like, she needs to check on Justin Bieber. Like, fans seem to have changed the sentiment that they need her to check on Justin Bieber, while beforehand they were saying leave Justin Bieber. If she leaves Justin Bieber, she can't check on Justin Bieber. So which one does it need to be, guys? But I digress. So because of that, that was the most recent thing that not on the list, but that's a news channel. So that's what I bring you guys, latest and updated news. But we're going back years over history on why Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber should apparently get a divorce, according to some fans. Before I get into those reasons, let's also talk about how 2025 has been a big year for the Beeves. I'm not gonna lie. Between not post, hey, did Justin Bieber post Hailey for Mother's Day? I think he did. But in return, she didn't post him for Father's Day, but he posted himself for Father's Day. Or did he post him and his baby on Father's Day? I don't know. He's been showing a lot of pictures of their baby Jack, and she was in the beginning, but now it seems like Justin Bieber is around the child more often, which I could understand. I can't say he's home more often, but he definitely seems to be more of a homebody, because whenever he seems to post pictures on Instagram, he's always in a house, whether it's a lounge, whether it's a cabin, whether it's a pool house. So he's always in a stable place. So for that, I could see you as Hailey Bieber's getting her company together, that she leaves the baby with Justin Bieber as he makes his music and he gets to make his big debut back on stage again. So I totally get that. However, fans were figuring out, well, she didn't post him for Father's Day, then that must mean she must be disowning him as her baby daddy. So they must be getting a divorce. They must be over with each other. That was one thing. Then, of course, when Hailey Bieber got her big break on the USA Vogue magazine, Justin Bieber brought up a memory of how he was just like, man, Hailey, sadly, I was mistaken. I didn't believe in you, but you finally got on that Vogue cover. Love you, baby. Basically. And fans didn't disrespect him. They just felt that he treated Hailey Bieber wrong. These are all the evidence that fans are going to be using to suggest why the divorce rumors that we're hearing today is on the table. Because when they look back over the history, they're just like, they have to break up. He doesn't treat her well. She's always chasing after him. I could go down the whole trash talk that they give Hailey Bieber about how she is a stalker, how she's this crazy, insane woman that is delusional, is psychotic, and a psychosis. I mean, I'm not sure. This is just how fans view Hailey. As before it was Justin Bieber, you're in danger, get away from Hailey. And now it's the flipping the page. Now it's like, Hailey, you're in danger, please leave Justin Bieber. And I'm just like, wow, nobody can ever satisfy the fans within this relationship, which is exactly why sometimes it's not good to put your relationship out there, but there are a group of people out there that are just always ready to have beautiful relationships. Relationships have their ups and downs. Couples go through their problems, their spats. Just like in 2023, going back to the videos, I'm bringing back some evidence. Back in 2023, when Justin Bieber happened to just slam the car door as Hailey Bieber was trying to get out the car, that's what the video was appeared. That's how the video appeared to me and other fans. However, they could have had an argument in the car. We're not sure what happened. Maybe he was grumpy that day. But that also goes and coincides with the fact that the media always tries to portray Justin Bieber as somebody that is erratic, somebody that is aggressive, somebody that is unstable, somebody that is just mentally disconnected, disassociated kind of thing. So that's how they try to paint Justin Bieber. So for that, that's one of the counter arguments that could be used against that statement of him wanting to get out his hate or anger towards Hailey by closing the door in her face, be like, yeah, I'm gonna show you in front of all this, in front of the whole audience. I mean, this is how the fans are viewing him. They are villainizing Justin Bieber and victimizing Hailey Bieber. But then there's a flip side of the fandom that victimizes doesn't I don't think people victimize Justin Bieber at this point. I mean, they kind of are, because they just feel like he needs a mental health wellness check in. But now there's a flip side of the audience that villainizes Hailey Bieber. So it's just like, well, who's right and who's wrong in this situation? There's two different ways to view this. There's two different perspectives. So the best thing that you could do in this situation is just not allow like the audience, to allow the general public to get in the way of your relationship. Don't let the outside opinions, don't allow people to be like, break up, divorce, be able to work and be strong and know that you guys have a love and foundation that the outside world doesn't quite see. Maybe it could be the way Justin Bieber handles himself in the public. And maybe it could be the way that Hailey Bieber's handled herself in the public, or it could just be how the public sees both of their situations, because fans love to go back to Selena Gomez and talk about how it's like the love triangle that just never died in the fandom. It died in reality, but it hadn't died in the fandom. So the fandom is keeping it alive. They are keeping it fueled. They're comparing Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez, but then there's a whole case that I don't know. Hailey Bieber apparently mimics Justin Bieber's muses or people that he like follows. Like now she's trying to like look like Selena Gomez. I don't know. That's just what I was hearing. But these are all the things out there that fans are going to be using to try to justify why they want Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber to divorce. Like in 2025 at the Grammys, Hailey wanted to take a picture of Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber, maybe he just didn't want to take a picture with her, or maybe he wanted her to shine the light like what's his name? Kanye and Bianca did, where Bianca took center stage and was posing and took center stage, and Justin Bieber was like, "Hey, do that. Let my wife shine. I'll step to the side. I don't need to be photographed. Let her. She's busy. She's doing. I'm on the sidelines. Let's give my wife her due credits." And maybe she could have said, "Well, baby, I love you. I want to take some pictures with you. Fans maybe going to think there's something wrong with this. So, let's just come take a picture. Even if you don't want to, let's just try to make it look good for the camera. Let's just make it look like we love each other and we're happy right now. And this is what we're doing. So that way fans can believe that we are truly happy and we're not just posing for this camera to satisfy them." But no, he was just like, and she was just like, so that's another thing that fans are using. That's just another thing. And back in 2021, apparently, now there was an article that I found when I was trying to figure out these dates of when these days happen. that goes along all in this list. However, when their outfits weren't matching, I found an article with the 5 instances where their outfits wasn't quite, fleeking, wasn't quite couple goals. However, I see why this particular person picked this instance. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I guess the fact that they feel as though Justin Bieber was maybe dressing whack and embarrassing Hailey Bieber, and she got secondhand embarrassment, and that's why she didn't want to walk with him because she's done with him and his antics. So, and maybe they felt like Justin Bieber does this on purpose to trigger Hailey Bieber. Maybe he doesn't want to divorce her and he's trying to do everything to get her to divorce him. I don't know. This is just one perspective and viewpoint that I'm getting from all these evidences. And I come from the viewpoint of the fact that they are a couple that love each other sincerely. No matter how it appears to us, there's always two sides of the story. What us, the general audience, see, and what happens behind closed doors when there are no cameras and they're up in their house cuddling, canoodling in the bed, or having arguments or dealing stuff with the baby. So because of that, there's just many different ways and many different things that you have to look at this. And then there was 2 more instances that was listed in here, which didn't quite have to do with Hailey, Justin Bieber, but it did talk, well, in a sense. It was about the time when Hailey Bieber was called out impersonating Gigi. How funny I talked about how she... it's funny how I talked about how it's a rumor out there that she impersonates whoever Justin Bieber is amused with. So at one point he was amused with Gigi Hadid. So Hailey Bieber started dressing like Gigi Hadid. The paparazzi was like, Gigi, Gigi. And she's like, I'm not Gigi. I'm not Gigi. So it's just like, and, that's proof and evidence to prove that, not even the paparazzi can't tell the difference between Hailey Bieber or Justin Bieber. Hailey Bieber or Gigi Hadid at that time. Just like apparently she has like some similar tattoos that Selena Gomez has, or she poses in similar fashions as Sabrina Carpenter, or I don't know what his next muse or person is going to be, but I don't know. Did I name people that were only blondes? No, she was a brunette. Well, okay, at least Justin Bieber doesn't have a quite particular hair type, but all these are the evidences. However, I just want to quickly pull some cards, 3 cards, to see their true inner dynamic of their relationship. How is it really behind closed doors in the Bieber household? Is it fighting, arguing, depression, sadness, loneliness, wanting a divorce? Or is it just like every regular couples that have their, I got the 8 of Pentacles there. We'll see if that pops up. Or they're just like any other regular couple out there that has their ups and downs, and it's love that keeps them together forever. So love can keep us together forever. Okay. Love makes the world go round and round. The beat. All right, let's see these 3 cards. I'm done playing. Wow. This is interesting. I do enjoy this, actually, quite honestly. We have the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands always symbolize, 4's period always symbolizes a foundation. Well, in their past, we can see that their foundation could be fiery because it's the wands, but usually it usually symbolizes a transition between phases of a foundation. You know how sometimes maybe you plant a plant and you need to transplant it somewhere else. That's what the 4 of Wands is giving me. And fire also travels too. Fire doesn't just stay in one place. So because of that, it's like that transition where they're trying to figure out how to, in the past, maybe once They had added another family member into their life. They had to figure out how to readjust, figure out what their new foundation is. So because of that, that always comes with struggles. That always, it could be harmonious. It well definitely is harmonious. Fours are always harmonious because it's equal. Nobody's ever left out. Pairs, just as I see, it's the two of pentacles over here, symbolizing a pair, symbolizing a harmony, symbolizing everything in balance. Usually it's out of balance, but it's in balance here in the future. And to transition from the Four of Wands to the Two of Pentacles in the future, as I talk about their foundation, is in this transformative period, a metamorphosis. So we're going to see their relationship from now in the past, all of the past that we have seen to now, how we got here. We see that there's going to be an evolution. There has been a growth at that time. Justin Bieber has said it over and over and over and over again this year that he's been immature. He's learned to grow. He's wanting to get back at Hailey Bieber. He's wanted to hurt Hailey Bieber. He's admitted these things. As bad and awful as it is to say, he has admitted these things. So because of that, at least he's able to admit these things. Because once you're able to admit a thing, you're able to address a thing. And then once you're able to address a thing, you're able to change a thing. So because of that, now that he can find the underlying causes, the underlying roots of why back in the past he mistreated Hailey Bieber, according to the way the audience sees it and the way the pictures and the media paints the pictures, because it's most of those times, what are we seeing going wrong? They're not holding hands. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it, but this is what people see wrong with it. If you're a loving couple, you're supposed to be holding hands. If you're a loving couple, you're supposed to be kissing. If you're a loving couple, you should be all up on each other. If you're a loving couple, you should be defending each other. If you're a loving couple, you should be walking in step with each other and not in distance, like you guys aren't even together. If you're a loving couple, you're definitely going to have couple goals, and you've got to have matchy outfits 24/7. If you're a happy couple, do you see how unrealistic these goals are? However, I get it. It's beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing. That's what the media sells to us, the general public. And because we keep eating it up, they're going to keep giving it to us. So therefore, we're going to keep enjoying and believing these okay, I don't want to say delusional. Pipe down, reel it back in. So because of that, we as the fans will start believing a reality that's a bit rose colored, that's a little bit sugar coated, that is not quite practical in this reality. And we have to be able to learn how to change, be able to go with the flow, be able to transmute things. And that's what I see right here with the Son of Wands. In between this transitional period, the Son of Wands, I always say, is the charmer, is the snake charmer, somebody that is charismatic, somebody that is able to get through, is able to be persuasive, somebody that's able to be influential, and that goes for both ways with both of them. They are influence each other, they are working together, they are having that synastry, they have come together, they've came together to make a baby. So if they came together to make a baby, then they truly do love each other. I mean, I know some people say babies are mistakes and they weren't like supposed to happen. It wasn't planned. I wasn't planning on having a child. But then all at the same time, you still had that child and you guys still stayed together. Even if you guys didn't, but the ones that do stay together, you guys stayed together after you made that child. You love that child. You guys have that beautiful co-parenting. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of being a parent or child before, but now that we are in it, I'm enjoying it. This is great. That's exactly what they're having. And also let's talk about how the fact that now that they finally have decided, after all these years, 2015, so at least a decade of dating, she finally have had a child together. And they can't even enjoy that. They can't even enjoy that because I don't even know why they can't enjoy it. It's Justin Bieber, partly, slightly, what he's going through. what he's going through is affecting Hailey, but she stands through it. All those 10 decades, she's still here. She still loves him. She still wants to create that magic. She's willing to go through this transformation. She's willing to go through the thick and thin. When she really when she really said those vows of "to death do us part," she literally meant "till death do us part," no matter what, thick or thin, hate, love, ups, downs, child, no child, separation, no separation, wear my ring, no ring, mental issues, no mental issues, physical illness, no physical illness. She has been through it all, and she continues to stand through it till the end. And that's exactly why we see the Two of Pentacles in the future. There has been a balance. There is being a restoration, a restoring to this relationship. It's blossoming behind closed doors. They're finding new avenues, finding new ways to appreciate each other, finding new ways to love each other. Like Justin Bieber said himself one time, he was like, all those times that I pushed you away, I know what I was really doing was pushing away true intimacy, which is what we all truly crave as a human race. I paraphrase that last bit at the end. But still, that's his sentiment. And if that's his sentiment, he's going to apply that to his relationship, to his wife. Now, especially maybe now that he's a father, maybe he has a whole new life and a whole new perspective. Now he feels like, oh, I'm finally responsible for something. Let me get myself together. Maybe that's when he finally matured. He was just like, man, I got to step up and be a father now. I got to start making music. I got to be not the breadwinner, but I got to start doing something. If it's not music, I got to make clothes. So because of that, they're in this transitional period of figuring out what they're both doing with their career, with their lives, and with their marriage. And while they're going through it, it looks a little bit shaky to us from the outside, but it is solid to them on the inside. And that's what truly matters. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber. I sure did. Please leave your comments down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. I just pulled 3 cards. I just summarized how I see what the inner dynamics of their relation, what their marriage looks like, that we as the general public do not have the privy or knowledge, the privy or the access to see behind closed doors. But these are just cards, and this is my interpretation. And and like I say, everything I do say is allegedly. I just wanted to bring this to somebody's attention because I enjoy this couple. I just recently did a reading on Hailey, and I had such a good, positive reading. And I said it then, and I'm going to say it again, Hailey. Just honestly, tune out the audience. Just tune it out. Turn off your comments. Do something, because all the hates, it's going to try to find a way to creak its way into your relationship and break you guys up. It happens every time with the public. It always happens with every celebrity couple, unless you guys are truly strong. Continue to work on that foundation. Continue to flourish. Continue to find ways to change, to mold, to not get stuck in old patterns, willing to try new patterns, willing to do new habits, willing to do new things, ready to get out of old routines into new routines, willing to compromise. Those are all great signs for a relationship that remains dynamic and not static. So with that being said, now I've officially recapped why I broke down this video on those 7 reasons and why fans feels the way they do from every angle and perspective I could possibly think about. If there's another angle, let me know down below. What is your angle on this couple? I love this couple. Surprisingly, like I said, I used to be on the flip side. I was for Hailey leaving the I was all about love. But at that time, I was like, Hailey, you got to have some self-love and self-respect for yourself, and realize when you're not being treated right by a man, no matter how much you try to be there for him, do there for him. If he doesn't want to do for himself, then baby girl, you got to let him go. That's where I was coming from in the past. But I understand it's hard out here for a pimp out in the dating world. So because of that, if you really do have a catch, then try to keep on to it, hold on to it. Love is unconditional. Love has many phases. Love is unrestrictive. Love is moldable in the sense of willing to do things, willing to accommodate, all just for love. Like I say, the love makes the world go around. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And now I will see you, sunflowers, in the next one. Sunflowers.